So we're going to talk about socialization. Now, socialization is the process by which people learn the agreements of how to interact with one another, or norms. So we're socialized into norms. Socialization, the process by which a person's taught the stores of cultural information and agreements on how to interact with one another in a culture. Who first teaches us those? Okay. Now, if we didn't want to use the word parent, because there's lots of people not raised by their parents, so they're actually not taught that by mom and dad, because they don't have a mom and dad, then we would substitute another word. Guardian. And we could go on with that list, couldn't we? Adoptive parents, a single mom, on and on. So what we'll do is we'll just use an overarching word. You've probably heard it used differently before, but we'll call that person the significant other. Now, typically today we use that to mean somebody you're in a deep relationship with, a close relationship, where you're not married, maybe living together. You call them my significant other. But actually, to us in sociology, the significant other is the person who actually teaches you the rules, the norms, the values of the society. Typically, that's mom and dad's job. However, that job is shared, is it not? It's also taught by the minister, the school teacher, the person who teaches you in your class at church that's not the minister. It's taught by aunts, uncles, cousins. It's taught at get-togethers as well with families, grandma, grandpa. Okay, so all relatives, all the clan, the whole group has something to do with socializing all of our children. The idea is to raise children in a healthy way where they learn the rules and learn how to obey those rules. Now, don't you guys know some people who are not very good at this? And so when you go to the grocery store, you see people throwing fits. They want the candy bar, they want so-and-so. I assume, if you're like us, you had some people over for the Super Bowl. My granddaughter, who's 6, is just wonderful. She played by herself the whole time. Goes in her own room, takes care of herself. It's never a problem. Has been socialized very well. Okay. 13-month-olds are not socialized yet, are they? And so they're in the middle of things, and they want what they want when they want it, and they don't want you to watch the game. They want you to be in a certain role all the time. Do you agree? So I keep my granddaughter every Saturday. She's, as I said, 13 months old. She keeps me going. Tires me out, actually, at my age. I see why younger that we are. It's kind of nice to chase children when you're younger than when you're older. The neat thing about being a grandparent, though, is when you're tired of the kids, they go home. You just say, take them. I want my nap now. Okay. And you get those breaks. But you do get the best of both worlds. But it is up to me to help socialize, don't you agree? To help pass the rules that mom and dad want passed on. Okay. Typically, in grandparents' house, the rules are very different, are they not? I remember walking into my dad's bedroom, and the kids were about 3, and there's about 5 or 6 of them, and they were all on the bed jumping up and down. And I just went crazy. Dad, what are you doing? He would not have let us do that. We would have got a spanking for that. But here he is laughing, watching his grandkids, and he says, I don't have to do that. They're my grandkids. And I said, Dad, we're at home. We're teaching that little thing at the time, 3 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One falls off and breaks his head. Mama calls, doctor. Doctor says, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. Right? Socialization. Do you agree? Garrett, strong and able. Keep your elbows off the table was my mom's word. That's how their generation taught. I'm sure you have similar rules. Keep your one hand in your lap when you eat. There's all kinds of rules. Some we don't enforce today. Some that were enforced. There's actually books written on this. Is there not? Where to put the fork, which fork to pick up first. Okay. What to do when you get something stuck in your mouth. Okay. You're not supposed to play seafood. Right? Seafood. Okay. Got the idea? Open the mouth. Here comes the plane. Open the hanger. Feeding the kids, teaching them how to use silverware. That's our job. Do you agree?